This Tranceperience hypnosis file is called Fractionation, and you're listening to the voice of Abby. Hello there. Here to be hypnotized? Wonderful. Today we're going to do a little fractionation. That's a hypnotic technique for quickly building the mental muscles that will help you rapidly relax into trance. It involves relaxing and then becoming more alert multiple times in order to achieve this. You might like to do this to engage your imagination and experience fun new ideas and sensations through hypnosis. Make sure that you're comfortable with your feet flat on the ground or stretched out if you're lying down, side by side, and get ready to relax. Okay. Imagine for me that you've come to experience being hypnotized. You're not quite sure how it will feel, maybe you're a little excited, or you have those butterfly flutters at the thought of someone being able to snap their fingers and drop you down into trance. Maybe you picture yourself smiling, nodding, agreeing that yes, that would be fun, but that perhaps you're a little too restless right now to see it working. Only imagine having a switch in your mind, a switch that could be snapped to immediately relax you. One moment you'd be your normal waking self, alert, animated, chatty, maybe a bit sassy and bratty, but the second that switch is flicked, you'd relax, putting all thoughts to one side as you focus on my words, just drifting, finding yourself losing track of where your mind was and realizing that's just fine, that there's no need to worry, no need to analyze, no need to try and make any conversation right now, because it's pleasant to imagine that the impetus to do so just isn't there. That you're simply happy to float calmly, at least until that switch is snapped again, and you'd feel awake, instantly alert, feeling like yourself again, lively and energized and full of curious thoughts. Maybe you'd notice that change in your mindset. And maybe you wouldn't. Maybe you'd believe that you just zoned out for a few moments. Hypnosis can be like that. Different people respond in different ways, which is very interesting. But it would be handy, wouldn't it, to have a shortcut, to drop down into trance, to have a button in your brain that could be switched by those who you feel comfortable with, to be totally yourself, and then, with a snap, growing so calm, feeling totally relaxed and totally at peace, totally carefree, warm and open. Good. Nice in this moment to have no worries. Nice in this space to have no cares. The cares you had, detaching, drifting away. Unimportant, forgotten, content to have your mind on hold. Or even to find yourself feeling like bits of your brain are just unfocusing and drifting away. Allowing a nice, warm, comfortable, dreamy sensation to begin to fill you. Allowing each breath in this place to increasingly soothe and calm you. Allowing each tick of time that passes by to relax you more and more, until it's time to rise and lift and think and wake. And you'd be you again. Not that you weren't you a minute ago, but you'd be a fully focused you, a lively and engaged you, a you who's very definitely not hypnotized. At least, not right now, right? Not that on occasion our waking selves can't follow the direction of our hypnotized minds. That's part of the fun of post-hypnotic suggestions, but maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves. Right now, you feel awake. Right now, you feel easily able to move and stretch and walk and talk, right? But we have been talking about that button, that switch, that trigger for your mind that takes effect whenever your mind knows it's time to relax. And you can experience it as potently and powerful as you might wish to. Isn't that interesting to know? You can find yourself feeling perfectly normal, awake and aware one moment, and then you can hear the word sleep, and you can drop deep, because you like the idea of your mind having that power, the ability to allow your imagination to take over for a while. Because you enjoy the thought of discovering yourself relaxing instantly, the moment someone you feel comfortable with tells you to sleep, because it feels good to drop your guard for a time. Not to the point where you do anything that would endanger you or upset you, but happy to let yourself be led. Happy to let someone else take over. Happy to feel calm and compelled for a while. Happy when you hear a suggestion to just go with it. To let the critical parts of your mind take a break for a while, like they're not even there. To allow yourself to feel and think and behave like that suggestion really is hypnotic, powerful, irresistible, making it all the more enjoyable just to follow the suggestions that you're given, all the more entertaining to feel your imagination taking over, all the more intriguing to see just how bound you can find your will becoming, as you allow each tick of time to drift you deeper, as you allow each breath you take to calm you more completely, as you let each word I speak enchant you more enjoyably. Happy for a while to feel peaceful and pliable, content for a spell to feel dazed and blank, but, just as before, you'll wake when it's time to, when I say to, coming awake, up and alert in 3, 2, 1, wide awake. And notice for me that right now you are feeling awake, that your head is clearing, that moving comes more naturally, that you feel if you're asked to, you could hold a conversation just fine. Perhaps you remember a few moments ago when everything felt different. Perhaps you don't know what I'm talking about and your concentration only lapsed for a moment as far as you're aware. You just zoned out, right? Totally understandable. I've got one of those voices. Easy to zone out too, isn't it? Either way, it's still an enjoyable idea. Either way, it's still an entertaining topic. To wake in an instant and to sleep when you're told to. To feel calm and compliant. And, if you're the submissive sort, to feel spellbound and sensual, docile and dazed. If you enjoy feeling captive, then feeling that way, captivated, compelled, more enchanted with every breath. Like every attempt that you make to wake only makes you feel more bound. Like every effort that you make to think only makes your mind unravel more completely. Like every time you try to rouse yourself, your body grows heavier and you drop down deeper, your thoughts evaporating before they've even had a chance to form, becoming as enchanted as you could wish to be every time I tell you to sleep, and recalling as much or as little as you like every time that I tell you 3, 2, 1, wake, wake, blinking, stretching, feeling like yourself. Maybe a little disoriented, maybe you know exactly what's going on, but there's no denying you're starting to notice that change in your conscious mind every time I ask you to sleep. You drift and melt and drop down deeper. Every time I tell you to wake, you feel a rush of warmth and energy and liveliness. Very much like yourself, but should you hear sleep, then it's so easy to drop deep. Sleep carries you deeper, rocks you downwards, makes you feel so heavy and dazed and enchanted, and wake makes you feel more lively. Wake brings you to your senses. Wake makes you feel like yourself. Easier each time, though, to sleep and drop and wake and rise and sleep and melt down deeper. To sleep further, to follow and drift and feel everything unwinding, every care melt away, every thought just evaporate, every bit of your brain go missing. So easy for it all to detach and grow so distant. So nice to feel everything rushing back as the energy comes back to you in 3, 2, 1, wake! Wake and alert. Wake and lively. Wake, feel great. Sleep, drop deep. Sleep, melt down. Sleep, feel heavy. Sleep, try to stop yourself and you just drop deeper. As long as you're safe and comfortable, you just drop down. feeling very much like a doll, a rag doll, a puppet with all their strings cut, very much like your body's too comfortable to move, very much like those eyes have no desire nor ability to open, very much like every attempt to even think about making the effort to wake simply drops you deeper. Whilst you're in this state, it's the easiest thing in the world to follow my suggestions and directions. Easiest thing in the world to find yourself feeling however I describe. Easy to let your unconscious mind and your imagination take over, to let them shape your senses, your reality. Easy to let yourself feel perfectly receptive to new ideas, new experiences, open to feeling yourself following any fun idea that I might suggest. Easy to feel yourself rising, coming almost completely out of trance in a moment as I count 3, 2, 1. Easy to feel yourself dropping, slipping deeply, letting yourself feel limp as I ask you to drift down, down, down. Good. Easy to start lifting again, feeling more awake, rising up to wakefulness in 3, 2, sleep, sleep and feel spellbound. Drifting, dropping, spacing in an instant. Good. Rising and lifting, sleeping and falling. Rising and lifting and coming awake in 3, 2, 1, up, high, smiling, disoriented, discombobulated just a little, sleep and drop down deeper, sleep and melt further and further, sleep and space and drift down deep. Enjoy. Enjoy how simple this is to go from being awake to being deeply focused and relaxed for me. Enjoying how effortless this is. And in future, you'll find that it's very easy when you want to feel this way again. Simplicity itself, to sleep when it's time to do so. To sleep when I say so. To sleep when someone that you trust tells you it's time to. Easy as anything to melt for these words, my words, automatically, unthinkingly, irresistibly, as long as you're safe, happy and comfortable doing so. The word sleep makes you drop deep, letting that feeling, that knowledge settle deep into your mind, letting it embed itself, enjoying the idea of that becoming a part of you, a part of how your mind works, enjoying the experience of that ability becoming stronger and stronger, enjoying the knowledge that you can return to this state again if you ever wish to reinforce things. Feeling the mental muscles of your unconscious mind, of your imagination, growing stronger every time you listen, stronger every time you drop, and loving how that feels. Now, you're going to wake in a moment. You're going to feel energized and lively. You're going to feel wonderfully refreshed and alert, and you're going to remember as much or as little as you wish of your time in trance. After that, if you'd like to stick around for a minute and feel a little bit compelled by me, you'll receive another suggestion. But for now, rising from trance with a 3, as all weightiness drops away, 2, energy starts flowing into you, lifting and raising you up, 1, taking a nice deep breath of energy-giving oxygen, and 0, wide awake, feeling fine and fantastic, and there we go. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Let me know what future files you'd enjoy experiencing, and if you'd enjoy more files like this one, please consider hopping onto the Entrancement Patreon. Now, stick around for a moment if you'd enjoy feeling a little bit more captive for a minute or so. Otherwise, hit pause or stop or skip to the next video, and I'll see you again. Thanks. Still here? Lovely. Sleep for me. Sleep and drop deep. Sleep and feel compelled. Sleep and find yourself feeling so very bound by my words. And in a moment, when you wake, you're going to continue feeling bound, genuinely bound, as though by rope. That idea's fun, isn't it? So move your body now, easily able to move. Move your body now into a position that you know you'll enjoy being stuck in for a minute or so. Shift your arms and legs however you'd like them. You can spread them, raise them, place them together or behind you, or on the arms of whatever chair that you're in. Get comfortable, and then feel bound. Feel held, feel fixed, as though your legs are tied and fixed in whatever position they're currently in, as though your body is wrapped and roped and encased in comfortable, though very, very firm hemp, as though your arms are being secured firmly in place. Good. Bound. Now, you're going to wake, still bound. In a moment, you'll feel captive, held, and helpless for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, you'll be released. After 30 seconds of struggle, you'll be totally free to move just fine. Ready? Coming awake, but feeling very, very bound in 3, 2, 1. Wide awake. Oh, hello again. You stuck around. That was good of you. Oh, but it doesn't look like you can do anything but stick around now. Oh dear. Has someone tied you up? You poor thing. You know, it's lucky that I'm so nice, because I'll set you free in just a moment. Just a couple of moments. Just let me enjoy that struggling for a second or two more. Thank you. Now, 3, 2, 1, release. Release, feel wonderful. Hope you enjoyed yourself, and have a great day.